Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
The only station.
For hip hop and R&B.
ATL's Next 100.
Let's get right to work. Work, 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 work. Let's get right to work.
Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, welcome back to another week of Sippin MonTea here on ATO's Next 100. I'm Monty. Thank you for joining me. How was everybody's week? How was everybody? How's every little thing? Um, for me, the week was good, productive. It was cute for me. Uh, I enjoyed this Juneteenth. We just enjoyed our first Juneteenth with it being a federal holiday. So a federally, nationally recognized holiday. So we can, you know, be happy for that. You know, um, Something that should have been done. But I don't want to be, whenever I say, like, oh, it's something that, you know, I had my own opinions on this on the blog, on Sippin Monty on Facebook. Whereas I really sound off, but I sound off on Instagram too now. Don't sleep on my Insta, you know. But I was just saying, my opinions on Juneteenth being recognized as a holiday now, and people were in the comments, oh, you can't make black people happy. Black people ain't never satisfied. Give me something to be satisfied with, and then I'll shut up. That's just the country that we live in. Um, we're at too much of a disadvantage for me to be, I'm not finna, be tap dancing outside of, the Capitol building for watermelon slices, saying, oh, thank you, massa, for giving me, for giving Oz freedom. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the soft shoe sambo, shtick. I'm not. You know, it's nice. It's a nice gesture. But DL Hughley made a great point. He said on Twitter, "Okay, so now we have Juneteenth recognized as a federal holiday, which means, it's now, officially widely recognized, as national history, which it always should have been, which it always has been to us black people, but now on a fully national scale. So if we're going to be off from work, the kids are going to be off from school, things like that. But we don't teach slavery. We don't teach about slavery in school. What are we going to tell these kids? Why are we off? Are they just going to be like, oh, it's just like banking day? No real explanation. Just, oh yeah, we're just off today. Because some little curious white boy or white girl, or non POC child is going to ask, "What's Juneteenth?" You just gonna hush them up and be like, "Oh, it's just a day off." Probably that's probably exactly what y'all gonna do. So we gotta make sure that we get out here and open up our blackety black mouths and tell our blackety black story and our blackety black tales and of our blackety black plights. Um, we got to make sure that that's known. Still going, and since it's a radio show, I'm gonna keep on talking. Okay, there we go. That's that virtual life. Actually, fun fact: tomorrow is my birthday. So I will be cleaning all of this up. I'm gonna have some new eyebrows. I'm gonna have a new beard, new mustache, new hair. New skin, new teeth, new eyes, new bone structure, and we're gonna call it weight loss in the honor of SZA and Khloe Kardashian and K Michelle. I'm gonna come to you guys next week. I'm gonna have a whole new face, whole new persona, everything brand new, everything's gonna be done over. I just wanted to add that in, just in case you guys didn't know that. Yeah. So, what else are we doing? Okay. So, a big piece of drama last week was, or was that? Yeah, that was last week. Now, it's Megan the Stallion and the baby getting into it over Twitter over the songs that he has with Tory Lanez. Now, last year we know the whole situation where Tori shot Megan or shot at Megan, resulting in her foot getting injured. When they were at a party, they went to a party of Kylie Jenner's, and then they were leaving the party, and they got into it, and it resulted in Megan's foot getting injured as a result of a gunshot. Now the baby is Megan's longtime work collaborator, kind of like a work husband. Um, you know how a lot of us have like work spouses, so that would be like her work husband. They've made music together, a lot of upcoming, music or whatever. Not upcoming, but they made a lot of music in the past. Well, enough. And really, the only time I checked for the baby or heard any the baby music was when Megan was on the track. Um, he just gives one flow, one subject matter. Um, his bars aren't really, spectacular. Makes me yawn just thinking of it. It's just he gives everything just gives the same every time he hops on the mic. Now I know he has some diehard stands out there that would beg to differ, um, but as of right now, I'm just seeing one flow, one everything. And so when him and Megan would get together, people often say the same thing about her. So, but when they got together, it worked because they bring kind of the same thing to the table, but at least you know she can give you more of a bar than him. She's visually, more pleasing to the eye. Um, she gives you more entertainment wise. She's a better entertainer than him, basically. Um, and she was upset that he was working with Tory Lanez because Tory harmed her, and Megan was under the impression that the song was old and that it didn't get cleared, but it did. She didn't know that, and now the baby is working with him, and you got people online talking like it's actually a bad, it's a bad. Um, you support that, then I mean that's on you. I won't be supporting anybody that shoots at women or is rumored to have shot at women or pulled a gun out on a woman. If you're having a conversation with a woman and she don't want to talk to you or she's walking away or even if she cussing you out or whatever the case may be, if you as a man can't handle that without pulling out a gun, then I don't have nothing for you. I don't have nothing for you. You're not getting my support. You're not getting my adoration. Um, you're not getting my, you're not getting anything for me, from me. You don't have anything for me. No, thank you. Uh, Tori is given, it's given harassment. It's giving antagonization. Megan's real over you, sir. You real in the past. Um, is really. I'm positive it's a part of her life that she wants put on the back burner, and you're doing this to stoke the fire, to aggravate. And anybody that works with him is problematic, honestly, at this point. There's rumors of him getting on the track with Chris Brown, so ladies don't even attend that show, but all the ladies gonna be there. Uh, it's and people are saying like, oh, the baby don't owe Megan nothing. She want loyalty. Like, no, she wants to be supported. It's not so much like, oh, you work with him, so you can't work with me. People are like, oh, well, that's not any different from Nikki. You worked with Cardi, and Cardi is Nikki's enemy. So no, there's a difference. No physical violence came in. Oh wait, there was that incident with that shoe, but Cardi was the one that got lumped up. So I don't know. Basically, I'm not supporting no man harming no woman or with the intent to harm a woman or pulling no gun out on no woman. I'm not supporting it. I'm not getting behind it. Never have got behind it. Won't be getting behind it. So that's that on that. Um, so then her man Partisan Fontaine came into words, and he was just basically saying what I just said about how any Naker who supports a man who shot a woman or you know is a vagina. Any man who shoots at a woman is a vagina, and so forth and so forth, and basically saying that he would like to see the baby for it, more or less. And then the baby talking about, you must not know about me. So we know about you. We know that you hit women. We know that. That's what we know. Um, Physically, you not running up on no 6'6" partisan Fontaine, no 6'6" refrigerator built WWE Street Fighter built ass man. Uh, I don't care how angry you are or how much hands you got. You might could give him a couple pumps to the gut, but you can't even reach up to chin check him. He would definitely give you a Donkey Kong punch and send you on your way down to hell. Uh, so I'm assuming that you're threatening to shoot him because that's really the only way that you could do anything with him. And I'm sure he would know that, and he would probably come prepared. So this has the potential to get really ugly. So hopefully Megan doesn't co-sign any of that foolishness going on. Hopefully violence does any. Hopefully no more violence comes into play in this situation. We definitely do not want to see it. We would not love to see it. Usually I'm like, we love to see it. We don't love to see it. We don't want to see it. I'm not here for that. Thank you very much. Let's see what else is in the news. So, uh, We and coming up, we gonna talk about a liar. Okay, I'm not gonna say who it is. We're gonna talk about a liar. We're gonna talk about somebody um, issuing an apology after it's a tad bit too late. They've been really, really slick at the mouth for a really, really, really long time. Really, really toxic. Um, so we gonna talk about that when we come back, and if we should accept that apology or not. So we'll get into that and much, much more after we come back from this quick break. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't go away. You are sipping the Monty here on ATO's Next 100.
It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. I'ma shake what my mama gave me. I'ma shake my money maker. It's time for the circulator. 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 JT, I'm fly with it. CITY with it. Right cheek, left cheek with it. Fun size on fleet with it. Slim, thick, petite with it. G wet with the key missing. One time for my freak. After hour, no sleep. When I get my freak on, they throwing money like me chon. When I do my dance, money fight, these throwing bands. Jay-Z, I ain't playing. Lil' I don't want your man. But these rich throwing paper. Now it's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. I'ma shake what my mama gave me. I'ma shake my money maker. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator.
Young Miami, yeah, I'm from the city. I'm litty, diamond, trippy, eat my that's a quickie. I'm twerking, popping like a Cuban tattoos. I'm a city girl, y'all. It's some hoochie. Don't stop, pop that, pop. On some loop. All of that cute. Break it down for that loop. Twerkulate. That paper straight, I'ma twerkulate. At the after hours, we working late. Bad on the paper
It's
chase.
time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. I'ma shake what my mama gave me. I'ma shake my money maker. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator. It's time for the circulator.
Welcome back, guys. You are sipping the Monty here. Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Okay, so like I said, we're going to talk about this liar. Okay, so we have a liar in the news, and we're going to call her out accordingly. Ms. Chloe Chewbacca Clorenthal James Simpson Kardashian went on in an interview, or I don't know, was it an interview? Was it a Andy Cohen at the that Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion? I guess the topic of her having plastic surgery came up. She said that she only had one nose job and some fillers. Everything else, she's all natural. She's all natural, guys. She's all natural. So the mystery solved. Her SZA, K Michelle, a lot of others say that, it's just weight loss. It's just weight loss, girl. It ain't nothing major. She just lost a little weight. She just lost 5 pounds in the jaw, and then she just got a new face. Like, no, like your facial structure is different. Your face, your head sits differently. Okay, so I don't know if you got your hairline threaded back, your eyes surgically opened, or if you just like to play with Facetune. But it's giving very much so plastic surgery. Why do people be lying about this surgery when, like you and SZA, especially SZA, y'all come to us with these brand new heads on your necks and then want to talk about, oh, I just realigned my chakras and I changed, who I hang around and, I drink alkaline water now. Like, no, you went out and you bought yourself a new head, and that's okay. If you got the coin to do it, do it. I mean, it don't look bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she looks, I mean, shit, it's a big improvement from before. Um, and the crazy part is, people liked that old head of Chloe. That Chloe on the left, that was the one people loved. People loved her the most, and she felt the need to change and go to her sister and her mother's doctor, and now you look, you just, you look like anybody else. I feel like you staying natural, and the build that you had. Now, I'm not mad at you for getting I'm not mad at you for getting any work done. It bothers me when people lie about it. Like, you're lying. You're a lying liar who lies, as Judge Mathis would say. Um, I mean, I mean, do what you do. You gonna do it regardless. You gonna get a new head. You gonna get, you know, um, all that, new asses, new stomachs, new breasts. New vaginas. You gonna get, you know, you gonna swap everything out over and over again. So, I mean, you really shouldn't care what people think. If I had millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, and my sisters, and sisters' mans and brothers-in-laws were billionaires, I wouldn't care what nobody had to say about me. You couldn't pay me to care. Uh, the only way you could get me to care is if you paid me. How about that? Uh, I, but hey, Um, Chloe girl, stay out them comments on social media. Trust me, it does wonders. Okay, so also we got Loose Knee Awkward V from Love and Hip Hop. Candy and them cousin over there issuing apology statements on the Instagram. Talking about she going to therapy, and she's working on herself, and she's getting the help that she needs, and she's sorry about the comments that she made about you know video girl, and insta thought Alexis Sky. She's sorry about the comments that she made about her special needs daughter. Alexis Sky said that apology is not forgiven, it's not taken, it's not accepted. um I just feel like it's so many other things that you can do or say than come for somebody's kids. I don't do that one. I'm pretty ruthless. I'm pretty cutthroat with the words. I say what I say, but the kids is off them. It's a certain, it's a limit to shade, and a lot of people haven't mastered that. A lot of people think that low blows count as shade, and they don't. They don't. It's not the same. It's not shade. That's part of why Eva Marcel didn't last long on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She would take low blows under the guise of shade, thinking that that was going to get people to be like, "Yes, Eva Reed," but it was really problematic statements. You commenting on somebody's special needs child and making fun of them, calling them this, and that. Horrible, hideous. And you've got to respect the fact that, she doesn't accept your apology. If y'all in the same place at the same time, just make sure you locate it on the other side of the room. Don't cross by her. Don't send word to her. Don't send her a bottle of nothing. Don't send a word her way. Just let her be over there and you be over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's a wash, awkward. It's a wash, but that's dope. Hopefully, you take this as a teachable moment, and you learn your lesson, and you learn to kind of check that mouth in the future, because that could close a lot of doors that were supposed to be. Well, sorry, I'm trying to hold back this this belch on air. I had just went down to the barbecue place by my house and got some food I hadn't ate all day, and it is over here really trying to be the star of the show, and I ain't having it. Um, I got 23 other hours in the day to belch, and it's really just trying to come through now. It just really insists on coming through now, and I'm not here for it. Um, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that, and we're gonna move on to something that um, two people that actually matter. Okay, so we have T Pain. He's doing this. I forgot the name of it. It's this documentary series airing on Netflix, and he's sitting down, and they ask him about some comments about Usher, and you could tell he feels uncomfortable even answering the question. But he says that he experienced 4 years of depression behind something Usher told him. Like, I guess they were like in the same place at the same time, and Usher like kept insisting that he needed to speak to him, speak to him, speak to him. I need to speak to T Pain. I need to speak to T Pain, T Pain, T Pain. So T Pain, him and T Pain finally spoke, and then he basically told T Pain that he felt like he was messing up that the current state of music at that time, because because of his use of auto tune, and it was basically messing up the integrity of music, that he was messing up music. And T Pain said he slipped into a depression for 4 years behind that, just for Usher to turn around and hop on a track and use auto tune on the track "Oh My God," and guess what? That track was number one on Billboard. T Pain was in his bag. He was making his money. He was doing something that nobody else at the time was doing, but later went on to do and do and do and do and do, which is why we have Future and the Migos, and T Pain is like the father of them. T Pain is their dad. Like how a lot of the rap girls, Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj is their mom. T Pain is a lot of these rappers' dad, and they need to put a little bit respect on his name. But at the same time, T Pain wanted to work with Tory Lanez. Somehow, what's the temperature on Tory Lanez? Because I got something I want work. I want to work on him with, and that situation with him and Meg had just happened like a month prior. So T Pain be out here cutting up too. So let's not get to throwing all the flowers and all the rose petals and all the dandelions and all that, at his feet, without looking at the entire picture. But still, nevertheless, that was one of those things, like, Usher, you should have definitely thought it and not said it, but it is true. I'm not. My opinion on it is that it is true that Usher spoke no lies. Uh, up until then, you had to have sort of discernible talent. You had to sing or dance, or if you had like a little Ashanti voice, you had to be able to, be on key with it. You couldn't be off with it. You couldn't be, you had to be able to entertain, to give a show. You had to have your look together. You had to have, all this kind of stuff. At least Ashanti was like, is, naturally pretty. And while her voice don't really give too much of nothing, um, the tracks that she chooses to sing on, it flatters her vocals and she rides the beat accordingly. Um, when auto tune came along, you didn't even have to do that. You just had to like pretty much, put your mouth up to the mic and simulate what you think singing is, and go on the mic. Now I know when you're doing auto tune, it's a certain way you have to sing because it like warps your voice. So you got to kind of go with the tone of it. But outside of that, you didn't have to have any real vocal ability to do auto tune. And so I think, and Usher came up in an era where you had to come with it. You had to have the look, you had to have the sound, you had to have the moves. And here come this little pudgy, dark skinned, black boy with locks and a computer and a keyboard, and he making hits. And it's crazy because T Pain can actually sing. He didn't need auto tunes. He just played with it because it was cool and was out here doing something that the boys had did since Roger and Zapp was out. Maybe Usher was mad because somebody thought of it first. Maybe he was mad because he was jealous because T Pain was getting the hits and he wasn't. Because I think it was around that time when Usher started flopping, honey. Uh, maybe you should have hopped on a track with T Pain and you all could have made some music together and you could have some more hits under your belt and some more solidity in your legacy and some more accolades to your name because T Pain was very hot during that time. And your name was very hot at that time, even though you hadn't really shook shit since Confessions. You know, you were still very much sought after. In 2007, it was like, ooh, yeah, still Usher, yeah, Confessions, arguably one of the best, male R&B albums of ever. So, and then it had just came out. T Pain had came out in what, '05, and Confessions just came out like a year prior. Yeah, you should have linked up with him instead of hating or saying something shady. However, in Usher's defense, his statement was true. It was true. Um, so there's that. There's that. It was true. Um, okay. So moving on or whatever. um, baby, this uh living fertility, the god of fertility, uh, Nick Cannon, baby, Nick Cannon. We gonna talk about him. Uh, we gonna talk about him in a few. We gonna talk about Trick Daddy Dollars, baby. Trick Daddy Dollars. We gonna have a nice little sit down with Trick Daddy Dollars because I want to talk about him. I want to talk about what he said, what he doubled down and said, then what he backslid and said. Um, talk about what his cohort, Miss Trina had to say. We're gonna also get into Miss Trina's versus battle with Eve and talk about how that went. And we also gonna talk about this mess with Carmelo Anthony and the side baby and the girlfriend. The side babies. I'm gonna give them to you. So we're actually going to slide over on to a little breaky break. And when we come back, we're going to get into those topics and more. So I want you guys to, if I could talk, huh? I want you guys to stay tuned to Sippin MonTea. That's me. We get my words together. I'm over here. I was watching BET's Encore, with Keely Williams on there. And she was on there, I'm getting sick and tired of your broken promises, promises. And she was singing that. And then it's been in my head. And so I be having to catch myself because I almost be, talking like that. And I know you can get stuck like that. I don't want to get stuck like that. So forgive me, y'all, if I'm a little hard to follow today. But with that being said, we're going to go on a quick break, and we will be right back. Don't you go away. See, that's that barbecue. Don't you go away. You are Sippin MonTea here on ATL's Next 100.
Check it out. ATL's Next 100.
Jumping in.
Next 100.
Right. Yeah. No matter how long it takes me. Spiraling up, just like a rich nigga staircase. No fly zone, please stay the fuck out my airspace. Niggas say things behind backs that they wouldn't dare say. Know it's on sight when I see you, I'm working at Squarespace.
Yeah, top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming. A block from the outside, the cops in the orbit. Cause somebody got popped, now they knocking on doors trying to find an informant. But I ain't seen Nathan, I'm minding my business. As God is my witness, the weapon gon' prosper that's forming against me. Nigga, I'm starving immensely. Know when I'm done with these songs, you gon' miss me. John Moran, I'm on my grizzly. You niggas just cuz, but no, not the ones in the big leagues. After the fall off, I promise I'm coming and selling out Wrigley's. Nigga, I'm just a product of poverty, full of narcotics to profit off quickly. My family tree got a history of users that struggle with demons, not really the hustler instincts. Therefore, often my pockets was empty. So while some of my partner was serving up rocks on the corners of project assemblies, me, I was starting to envy. Wanna be on the top where it's plenty. Wanna be in the spotlight where every bitch want me, like Rihanna dropping new Fenty. What I see in the sky, the villas of Scylla can't reach up too high evidently. Nah, shit. I can't reach up too high evidently. Never seen no one driving a Bentley. I can't be out here mopping up Wendy's.
My life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my pad. And I done made it out the struggle, don't judge me. What you're saying now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, so often people you grow with laying in a coffin. But I done made it through the pain and strife. It's my time now, my world, my life, my life.
Say what? The stuff that I seen got me traumatized. I let the K go when Johnny died. Swinging that motherfucker side to side. We don't participate, ain't with that squashy shit. All we believe in is homicide. I got a good heart, so I send teddy bears every time we make they mamas cry. I pray that my past ain't ahead of me, 21. When I'm in love, I love heavily. If you betray me, you dead to me, 21. I disrespect you respectfully. I got some partners who left this earth. Maybe the pain made it better, on God. Just know that they secrets is kept with me, God. I feel like the streets is in debt with me. I gave my heart away to all the dog hoes, cause that's who it set to me, 21. I blame my pops for that shit, cause if he didn't fail, he could've corrected me, 21. Give all the props to my mama, cause no matter what, she always protected me, God. I promise you it ain't no checking me, God. Jump in the water, get wet with me, 21. You want my money or wanna have sex with me? Can't let the odds of the law get the best of me. I get the answer and you get the test of me. I see chicken, you niggas is breasting me. Planted a seed, but it ain't a sesame. Can't let you niggas or bitches grow next to me.
My life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my pad. And I done made it out the struggle, don't judge me. What you saying now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, so often people you grow with laying in a coffin. But I done made it through the pain and strife. It's my time now, my world, my life, my life.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
Oh, they're the bomb. They got it going on.
Next 100.
My station.
Is your favorite?
ATL's Next 100.
Turn that.
Next 100.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then the bitch get toxic.
Why the fuck you in the club when niggas wild?
I've been lit since brunch, that shit. Order 42 for the table, let's pop shit. Missionary or doggy style on my top shit. Pussy ass niggas hating on me from the closet. Always trying to call me a snake, shit. I guess I can relate, cause a bitch spit a whole lot of venom. And since these hoes
Hey guys,
when they come around me, all I see is a whole lot of dinner. I walk around the house, naked and I stop at air mirror, just stare at my own posterior.
We're back. I'm just on here talking. Anyways, we're talking about this human bag of fertilizer here. Nick Cannon. So he just gave birth to twins the other day with the girl Abby De La Rosa, and now this girl Alyssa Sky. I don't know this girl. I guess she was a Wild 'N Out model, whatever that's supposed to be or mean. He got more maternity. He does more maternity photo shoots than anything else that he does. I know he got more maternity shoots than he got hit records. We know that for a fact. If he just did one maternity shoot, that would be more. That would be one more hit record. That would be one more thing that he had than a hit record. Lord, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Don't sit up here and look at me funny. But yeah, Nick Cannon is due soon, any day now. He'll be giving birth. So shout out to him and her for having for procreating. We know that another baby's on the way. We know that another baby is well on the way. He is not through. Look at him. As long as there's blood in those veins, and as long as it's running, and those eyes are blinking, that hair is growing, he's gonna keep those girls pumped. He's gonna keep those girls pumped. He's gonna keep those uteruses and wombs full and flowing and floating. So shout out to him and his growing team. That's crazy. All his kids gonna be the same age. That's crazy. But I mean, he ain't no different than any of these other, baby daddies out here. He just got money and actually take care of his. You don't hear about none of his baby mamas complaining. All the baby mamas know about each other. I'm sure they all get along and get together and have big old eyes wide shut style group sessions. So shout out to him for doing what he do, how he do it. Let's see. So what else do we have in the news? Okay, so Trick Daddy got himself in a big old boiling pot of hot water this week. So Paw took his old keloid looking ass down to the clubhouse and said, Beyonce can't sing. He said Beyonce can't sing and Jay-Z ain't the best rapper alive. And the only reason that they say he is because Biggie died and New York needed a hero So they picked Jay-Z to be their new leader. That's what he said. Now, a lot of people are saying he's entitled to his opinion. That's his opinion. That's his opinion. But at the same time, Beyonce has proven time and time again, without trying to prove it, that she can definitely sing. Not only can she sing, but she can sing. She can sing her face off. There was a period in time that she literally sang her ass off. She didn't have an ass for a long time. She was out here working so hard and singing so hard and dancing so hard. She literally sung and danced her ass off. It was around the Dreamgirls era. She was working so hard, running around. Her ass just evaporated. That's how hard she was working and how hard she was singing. So, as for Jay-Z, the best rapper, these opinions, they are subjective, you know, but you could I think maybe what he meant to say was he doesn't like Beyonce's music. And if you don't like her music or what she's talking about, that's one thing. But to say that she can't sing, that's just not true. Now, if you go on artists that can't sing, there's a lot of artists that can't sing. If you watch BET Encore, there some of the girls on there can't sing. The girls from 702 can't sing. Keely Williams from 3LW, Promises can't sing. A lot of girls in the industry. A very popular one. She has the lingerie line out. She had a fashion line. People have been asking her, where's her music? I'm not going to say her name, but maybe you can, get who I'm talking about. Oh, Nana, can't sing. Can't sing, especially live. Um, you know, can't sing. But Beyonce, she can sing. Um, Now Trina had went down to the Trina had went down to Instagram and was like, I love Beyonce. Trina has Trina went through a fat little part of her career in the 2000s trying to emulate Beyonce. Trying to wear Beyonce wigs and Beyonce clothes and Beyonce leotards and Beyonce corsets. When she was asked in an interview her favorite rapper, she said her favorite rapper was Beyonce, even though Beyonce wasn't rapping at the time. Beyonce, but at the time, Beyonce was just strictly singing. Trina is a Beyonce stan. I'm surprised Beyonce hasn't reached out to her by now because Trina's very open and vocal about her love for Beyonce. Now, Trick Daddy Dollars has went on. He went on his radio show. Um, 99.1 or something like that. It's some show in Miami that he got. It's the hot hip hop and R&B radio station for Miami. Uh, and he got a radio show on there with Trina. And Trina basically like, look, I already had my controversy. Y'all already ate me up for calling the George Floyd protesters animals last year. Y'all already showed me that smoke. I don't want no more smoke. I've been in the game too long to be getting ate up. I'm out of it. Trick Daddy, you on your own. Dang, even Trick Daddy tried to save her from that one, but ooh. But she let it be known that like she loved Beyonce, but he doubled down. He gonna say like, she can't say like Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston. That's because nobody can sing like them because they're their own separate entities. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course not. When those girls were in their prime, nobody will ever sound like them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can sing like Beyonce. Beyonce is up, love her or hate her, she is up there, with our greatest entertainers. She's up there with them. The girls just aren't giving it like Beyonce gives it. You know what I'm saying? I say the most comparable female entertainer to her is Tina Turner, and Tina Turner is somebody that she's drawn great inspiration from, which is why I compare the two. Tina Turner is like her entertainment mother. So that's really the only person you could really put Beyonce in the category with. You can't put her in the category with none of the current girls. You got to go to the back in the day legends to put Beyonce in the category. She's just that girl. This isn't me. This isn't me kissing her ass. This is just me stating facts. This is just what it is. Because y'all know I don't do that. That's just, when it's time, I call her the mute major rag and call Jay-Z the therapy camel and the emotional support camel and all that. But when it's time to pay dues and and give credit, then I will be found doing that. And that's what's going on right now. So Trick Daddy. So as a result, the Beehive got wind of all this. And wait, and then to say that Beyonce don't sing like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey don't sing like Mariah Carey. Not no more. And Mariah Carey is my girl. Her songs stay in rotation in my head. And it's just the voice don't give what it used to give. And that's from years of over it's from gross mishandling and overusage of the voice. But Mariah Carey don't sing like Mariah Carey. At the end, Whitney Houston didn't sing like Whitney Houston no more. So what are you saying? Beyonce been in the game going on 30 years and her original gift is still intact and it's gonna be intact. Because she's responsible with her gift. So the Beehive went on down, and see, this is why they call y'all the Flea Hive. This is why they call y'all the Flea Hive, because this is real flea, real deer tick, real lice, real crabs like behavior, real 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 gnatish. It's giving very much fruit fly, very much horse fly, very much flies on feces. Um, the Beehive went down to Yelp and gave Trick Daddy's restaurant Sunday's Eatery low reviews and dropped his rating down to a 2.3, and it's steadily dropping. Saying that the food ain't good, talking about y'all service is terrible and y'all can't even sing, horrible service, and what I'm saying, y'all ain't even been there. And all because Trick Daddy had an unfavorable, opinion of your fave. If he felt like she couldn't sing, if that's how he feels, then that's how he feels. But why are we taking the opinion of Trick Daddy seriously? They say that that's his restaurant. That's not even his restaurant. That's some other man restaurant. Trick Daddy just the mascot. If we gonna be 100% honest, if we gonna keep it real, catch that tea. I got to get the name of that man, but it's that restaurant is somebody else's. So we really taking the advice of a two-legged keloid. We take it. We don't care. Mr. Florida Evans. We don't care what you think. Like, okay, you think that. To the people that know, they know that's not true. He know that's not true, but sometimes, he's capitalizing off of the negative controversy. Sometimes, bad news is better than no news at all. He knows that he's not going to be in the news for, oh, Trick Daddy spit bars or Trick Daddy pulled up in this kind of car. Trick Daddy doesn't even have a car down there. Trick Daddy don't got no car. So it's like, Trick Daddy don't got no car. All his storylines on Love and Hip Hop Miami are made up. Like, we're really taking to heart what this man says. We really taking this seriously. And then y'all going down on Yelp. However, I don't like that. Y'all going on Yelp and messing with this man's business. And somebody that don't know about this controversy, because a lot of people don't follow the blogs. A lot of people don't follow entertainment news. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people don't care about stuff like this. This is a specific niche audience of people that care about entertainment news and stuff like this. So people that don't care about stuff like this are reading those reviews thinking that this restaurant is horrible. And it's not. When we come back from our break, I will tell you about my experience at Sunday Eatery, Trick Daddy's restaurant. And I'll tell you if it was favorable or not, or, whatever the case may be. And we're also going to talk about Carmelo Anthony and his mess and his non-marriage and his other relationships and all that, because it's a lot that come with that. So make sure that you guys don't go away. You stay tuned. You are here on ATL's Next 100, Sippin MonTea. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Yeah, I kind of put the cup down for a minute, but honestly, it ain't nobody's business what's in my cup, what's in your cup, what's in their cup. It's your cup. Drink it. So whatever the hell was in my cup, the only reaction I did was got more popular, more successful, did a lot more things that I've ever done. I probably should pick that cup back up.
I'm sitting here looking at Keisha like, do you love me? Do you love me not? Damn, you hit the spot. Taste like candy, sweet like fruit, ooh, wet like water. Can I love on you? Withdrawals, I'm feeling different. Every day I need a dose. Every now and then I'm missing. I got my times when I go ghost. But she mine, I'm stamping her. Priority status, so them other bitches mad at her. Too mad. Thumbing through 100,000, I spent that times 2 on you. Caught myself cutting you loose, then I pop back up like Pickaboo. Here I go, flyer than most, Louis V. Coat. Gas station, coffee cup full, I don't drive boats. Money came by happiness, but she found love inside a G. Head and something to eat, that's all a thug nigga need. No lie, you get me higher than the prices of my weed. I'm displaying my feelings like I'm wearing them on my sleeve. 1 minute I'm done with you, the next one I be running back. Go your way, I go my way, but somehow we be still attached. Trying to find my ounces with this cup, but ain't no truth in that. They be like I'm done for fucking with you, I spend stupid racks. I'm sitting here knowing I don't need you, pouring O's in the lid, sipping, chasing with my reef. Can't get my mind off Waukesha. Watch me put my heart in this cup. In my feelings, she my therapist, I'ma talk to this cup. I swear, ring around the road, Z, cup full of OZs. I hope I don't OD, she keeps saying pull me. Turn me to that purple demon emoji. Devil fuck me like you miss me, it's been a whole week. This ain't no playground, love, we grown. I'm too fucked up, I pay 400 for a zone. My bitch don't like you, you been fucking up my home. Relapsing every time I try to leave you alone. Every nigga in the streets looking for her, but she rare. Dark skin, purple hair, stingy with a heart to share. I can't never needed nobody, but it feel good to have somebody. Drop you and pick you up whenever I feel like it. This shit toxic. Let me know if you feel me. I gotta stop it. Must stop it. 1 minute
I'm done with you, the next one I be running back. Go your way, I go my way, but somehow we be still attached. Trying to find my ounces with this cup, but ain't no truth in it. They be like I'm done for fucking with you, I spend stupid racks. I'm sitting here knowing I don't need you, pouring O's in the lid, sipping, chasing with my reef. Can't get my mind off Waukesha. Watch me put my heart in this cup. In my feelings, she my therapist, I'ma talk to this cup, I swear.
Hello, guys. Okay, welcome, Bizak. Okay, we are back here on Sippin MonTea. So, what I was talking about was the my experience at Sunday Eatery. Since the Hive is saying that it's bad, and y'all ain't never been there. Okay, so first, wait. Before I get into my experience at Sundays, before I even um before I even um okay, so we all know that Beyonce is pro-black. She's very much for the people. Uh, do you really think that she would support you tearing down this black business that you don't even have any experience with going? Like, yeah, he said that um, he don't feel like she's a good singer or that she can sing. And she thanked the Hive at that one award show when she was accepting that award, saying thank you to the Beehive. Y'all go so hard for me. Yeah, okay. But I don't think that she would support this. I don't think that she like that. She'll probably laugh at it a little bit. She'll probably give it a little chuckle. But, she wouldn't support that. Y'all tearing this man business down. And I mean, to undo the damage that y'all did, it's gonna take like years of good reviews, and who knows if that's gonna ever happen. Now, hopefully, the good people of Miami and the tourists and his time on Love and Hip Hop can you know reel the people in and bring the people in and make them want to be interested. But however, so my experience at Sunday's Eatery, I went to Miami last year around this. It was this time last year. Yeah, it was a year ago. It was exactly a year ago. Went to Sunday's Eatery. It was in the midst of COVID, so you couldn't go in. There was a long line outside. I waited like an hour. That's not Trick Daddy's fault, or whoever's restaurant that actually is. Um, Finally got in line. Finally got to be my okay. So you're waiting in line, and they send some girls out to take your order. So you know the line moves as people's orders are done and people take their food. So my food finally comes. I had ordered some catfish, some collard greens, some macaroni, and I think it was something else I had ordered. And then there was like this blue drink, this blue punch, blue lemonade, something like that. Okay, so really, really good. Everything really, really good. The catfish fillets were huge. They were breaded really good. I would have seasoned them a little bit better. I would have went a little harder on the catfish seasoning, but everything else, the mac and cheese. Oh my god, the greens were so good. Like I could have just had the greens. Like they could have just gave me a big thing of greens and some cornbread and sent me on my way. The greens was cracking. The macaroni and cheese really good. Cornbread was really good. The food, everything was really fresh. Uh, it was hot. And then the only thing was that you had to either eat in your car or drive back to where you were going and eat. And it is, I mean, is it in the hood? I'm not familiar enough with the Miami area to say what is and isn't the hood. It was in Miami Gardens, and from what I hear, Miami Gardens is the hood. Mm, lemon water, so good. That's what they say. They say Miami Gardens is a little ghetto or whatever, but I'm not from nowhere around there, so I can't say what is or isn't ghetto in another region. I can show you the hood in my area, in my region, but I'm not finna sit up here and bash them people area. I might have been in the suburbs. I don't know. I ain't finna be rude like that. I ain't finna disrespect them people hometown. It could be some people from Miami Garden listening now. It could be somebody listening from Miami Garden that want to give me some money. And I'm sitting up here talking about the ghetto. They might be like, oh, well, I live in the ghetto. I don't got nothing for you now. So, no, I've learned to hold my tongue in my old age, and I'm getting better at it. Tomorrow's my birthday. I will be posting the Cash App. You guys make sure you bless me. Um, I'll be posting it on Sippin MonTea, and I'll be posting it on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure y'all look out for me so my birthday could be even happier. If y'all love me, if you really love me like you say you do, Stevie, T-Bass, do you love me? Do you really love me like you say you do? Well, then you'll hit my Cash App. That was my Jocelyn Hernandez, y'all. Because if you really love me like you say you do, you hit my Cash App. Anyways, yeah. So my experience at Sunday's Eatery was good, really good. That blue lemonade was, oh, it was cracking. I wish the restaurant was open so I could get so I could have went and got a refill of it. But I was not finna get back in that line for a damn lemonade. I was just like, it was really hot outside. It's Florida in the summertime. So, it was hot and humid, and, I wanted something else to drink because that was, y'all, the portions are generous. So, one of the girls I was with, she had the smothered turkey wing. OMG. She let me taste some, baby. That thing was good. That thing was real good. That thing was real good. It's good. So Trick Daddy, you just need to cook. You just need to stay in the kitchen. We just need you to grill and cook and focus on ways you can figure out how to not look like the meat that you're grilling. And we need you to worry about that and leave other people who are talented, viable, you know, sought after entertainers in the industry do their thing. You had your time. You left the music industry. You fumbled your bag with your drug abuse and whatever. You know, you can't say, oh, well, he got sick. No, that's not an excuse. It's definitely it's going to be the drug use for me because if you no you can't be that sick because you get up and go to work every day for that radio station and you be in front of them cameras for Love and Hip Hop and you still perform at a live show if you can catch a booking. So no, no. Tony Braxton been working the whole time through her lupus. Nick Cannon been out here repopulating the world. You're irresponsible with your health, sir. And that's the real tea. You need to get on your shit, sir. Uh, okay. So this story, this is a real mess, a long, hearty mess. This story might last us for the rest of the show. I hope I got enough time to cover it. Um, okay, so Carmelo Anthony is in the news. Um, he was in the news like twice over, like three times over, really. First, the news had broke that Lala Anthony had filed for divorce. Okay, this isn't Lala pictured here. I'm gonna get to who this is. Um, so first, the news broke that Lala was divorcing him, and that it's an amicable divorce, and that she filed under irreconcilable differences. Okay, then it came out, I guess, from the neighborhood talk, because the neighborhood talk be lurking. Uh, they be following people. I'm like, damn, how do you know to follow these people? Uh, they had caught up and had put two and two together that Carmelo Anthony is dating and has been dating Lee Daniels' niece. Now, Lee Daniels is the director of Empire and Star and Precious and The Butler and a lot of other projects. Uh, so he's dating Lee's niece, and she's a beautiful girl. So all this going on while he's married to Lala. And then, in addition to that, there's this woman here in the picture that says that she was pregnant with his twins, and she's giving birth to his twins, and they're premature, and she had them in April, and they're still in the NICU, and it's the end of June, and he's pretty much trying to ghost her, and now she's willing to tell her story because she needs his help. With he helps financially, but she wants him to be more present. Now, this is a lot. Now, where it also gets sticky is I'm like, okay, so where is Lala in all of this? Lala is said to be somewhere between some lady legs. They say Lala is one old lesbian from back in the day, and that her and her friends are all lesbians, and they just hook up with these high quality men to get their money up, get their bag up, get their glow up. Now, basically, if this serves to be correct, Lala Anthony just got with Carmelo for status, for clout, for her glow up, get her body done, get her face tweaked, get some better wigs, get some fashions, live in a nice house, and then have a child, and get the bag from the child support, and then dip, because she's a lesbian at heart. That is the word, and that she, that her friends are lesbians too. So I'm looking like friends from back in the day, or friends currently, because I always see her snuggled up under Cum K. So it just make you wonder, like, is her and Cum K a couple, or gonna be a couple, or because that's a stunt that none of the Kardashian girls have pulled yet. And I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I am waiting. And Kim will be the one to do it. Kim will sure do it. It wouldn't surprise me. We live in a new era. Um, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And so yeah, that's the word on the street, is that Lala is one old lesbian. Uh, Now, texts were released from the Carmelo's alleged baby mom. Well, it's not even alleged; like, he is the father, and that he's financially present in the children's in her and the children's lives, but he's not physically present. She said that initially how they met was he pursued her, she turned him down, and then he pursued her again, and he pursued her a couple more times, out in New York or whatever, and he said that he just wanted to be her friend. She was aware that he was married, and he was, that was no secret, that he was married. I mean, it's no secret. Everybody know who Lala and Carmelo is. If you follow urban entertainment news to any extent, you know who they are. So he said he just wanted to be friends. And so she said, she hung out with him a few times and he had a really cool vibe. And then they eventually started hooking up. And this happened a year ago, June of 2020. So the girls was just getting their cheeks clapped in the midst of the pandemic. The girls just out here throwing them little COVID cakes back. Just throwing all caution to the wind. Just having raw sex in the middle of a pandemic. Child. Just because he famous don't mean nothing. They be burning too. Money don't cure everything. But baby, the girls, that hey, for the price of fame, the girls will do whatever. So we gonna get into that a little bit more, and we gonna touch on a couple a little more, odd, near, little loosey goosey topics when we come back. Make sure that you guys stay tuned here. We're gonna take a quick little break before our grand finale. So you guys don't go away. You are Sippin MonTea here on ATL's Next 100. We'll be right back.
ATL's Next 100. #1 station for hip hop and R&B.
It costs a half a ticket for a glass wrist, but it ain't cost me nothing for this bad bitch. Ain't cost me nothing, ho. We the one that break the stage, they get paid. Come in the game, get your stain, bet the ops know all our names. Ain't you entertained? I bust her, now she plain. The struggle where we came, it's smoke behind my game.
Shots get defined, cause some niggas got the hit. Made them spin twice, cause I swear I thought he missed. Fuck that smoke shit, I got ice on my wrist. Still get my hands dirty, I'll wash them till it's drenched.
Look up in the sky, some birds are plane. Bitches the rocket with all these chains. Bitches the rocket. She got a nigga, but she told me she doing her thing. Shit, that's cool. What is a plug? When none of them walking right down the terrain. What is a plug? This the type shit that's out your lane.
Type shit. This the type shit. What's wrong? This the type shit that get your bitch hit. Smack. This the type shit that got you trending. This the type shit that get your shit split.
I pour a pint and drink that shit in 30 minutes. Ever since I jumped up off the porch, I've been getting. Thinking about them bags we had stashed in the kitchen. They said the society had turned me to a menace.
I say this the type shit, bitches love the type shit. I pull up my Rinciere, in some tight shit. My accountant think I'm fake, all I do is buy shit. From the projects to the private jets, I've been a fly bitch. Once hoes start doing bad, they need something they could blame it on. Bitches couldn't be as hot as me in the summertime with a blanket on. Bitches really be puppets, I'm in the lamb chopping, I don't play along. Are you stupid, on my slow? Got these frames from Ricky, yo. All these verses I done slay, all these looks that I done gave. Could've let these fuck hoes drown, but I let them ride my way. Man, these hoes looking real light, and this ass looking real heavy. Feel like Beyonce with this Birkin, but I'm rolling with this Kelly.
Type shit. This the type shit. What's wrong? This the type shit that get your bitch hit. Smack. This the type shit that got you trending. This the type shit that get your shit split.
Calling shots, ordered the Simmons and scoring the ops. Scrape with the pennies before I was plugged. Fuck a dismissal, I'm that type of guy. Up on my fire, no waving it. Take up the top, I done gutted it. Call me 200 before I had busted it. That's on these niggas, this shit getting ugly. I got a paddock inside of a culling it. I tell her suck on me, I tell her fuck on me. Keep it a boat with me, up in the stove. If we get into it, you niggas gon' duff for me. Niggas gon' buff for me, shoot up the club for me. They want the recipe body like Nestle. Try get the best of me, but I ain't gone. Shoot like an athlete, nigga, don't threaten me. Put out a hit in 2 months and he gone. Put out the Al Capone. I make a end with a blindfold. Jump out the gym with some balls of the dough. Young niggas spinning, they taking his soul. Want a promotion, now he getting blow. Y'all niggas already know. You say ain't no hoe, he gon' come as a ghost.
Type shit. This the type shit. What's wrong? This the type shit that get your bitch hit. This the type shit that got you trending. This the type shit that get your shit split. Take heed, fuck these niggas up.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, that Carmelo Anthony story. So, damn. What do you think's going to happen with that? I think Lala is going to take him to town. Lala is going to get her money up, baby. Lala is about to be in her bag. I'm pretty sure that was the agreement. I'm pretty sure they had an agreement. He knows that what kind of girl Lala is, and she got her money up, she got her body up. She's not really famous for anything, but for being beautiful now. Which these days, in the era of social media, you don't need to be talented anymore. You just got to be cute. You just got to be desirable. You'll get by. So, I guess mission accomplished, huh? So, hey, he got a girlfriend and a girl that want him to take care of his kids. And then, he got the other chick that had his little girl like a year or two ago. So damn, he got a whole family. So I don't blame Lala. Lala, like, yeah, you done had 3 kids on me now. Yeah. Maybe even in some odd ass circumstances, I could do the one, depending on if we was, if it was like a Gabby and Dwayne thing, if we was on a break. Maybe like with some soul searching, some begging and pleading, some extravagant gift purchasing, some undeniable, displays of, love, maybe you could be taken back in. But 3 babies? Nuh-uh. Sir, you have a whole family outside of me and our one child. You got a whole family. Nuh-uh. No, we're not going to do that. And I know it's some girls out here that stick around through that, and the men be offering a lot less because you've been gaslit into oblivion into thinking that that's the best that you can do, and then all he got to do is come around and say, "Oh, please, baby, baby, please," or maybe not even that, and you take him back. But yeah, no one's winning a prize, none of the 3 women in this equation are winning a prize with Carmelo at the present time. Anyways, in other news, there was this funny story. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. So in the news, TMZ had reported that Chris Brown has smacked a woman so hard that her weave came off. Like, basically, like, he smacked the frontal off of a chick. Like, dang, I ain't never heard of that. So just think, you just came from the salon or whatever. You got your little frontal on, your baby hair is laid down, it's melted, everything is giving scalp realness. And then, you go down to the Chris Brown show down at Live. You on a girls trip with your girls in Vegas. You turned up in the VIP with your girls at Live. Um, and then Chris Brown in the VIP section too. You run up, oh my God, it's Chris Brown. Hey baby. What? Boom, your frontal's gone in the middle of the club. Now you're just crying in balls in the club. I'm just playing. I just made that whole scenario up, y'all. That's just how my mind works. I literally just made that up off the rip. That's not what happened. Chris Brown said that y'all are so damn cap. Uh, he said that that is not true. That did not happen. He pretty much laughed it off because he knows that he doesn't have any more strikes left, to hit when it comes to this domestic violence and this abuse towards women that he's displayed in the past. He's already had a couple resurrections. Um, it's a situation with Rihanna. So Rihanna forgave him. Rihanna got back with him at a later date. Rihanna was with him in 2014. They had got back together for a little bit. And she had went down to Oprah and was crying about how much she was in love with him. And they had got back together or whatever. Um, and then he had beat up Carcucci, had threw her down some stairs or something like that. Y'all act like y'all didn't hear that. And then now, he said that thankfully, I didn't want to believe it for the simple fact that I didn't want to believe that one man was this abusive towards this many women. That a man this high up in the entertainment industry had this big of a problem with this many women, and that this problem has been going on with him for this long, and that he has this big of an issue keeping his hands to himself when it comes to women. I didn't want to believe it. So when I saw it, I laughed because I'm like, come on now. And then what kind of weave was this that it was able to be smacked off? Because I could see a wig getting smacked off, but a weave, weaves are typically sewn down or glued on. And so if you smack somebody hard enough for a weave to come off, that's a concussive blast. That's some X-Men shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some juggernaut level pounding. Sis should be somewhere, picking up her brains off the floor. If you getting the weave smacked out of your head, you got your sew-in smacked off, sis. You got violated. Are you okay? Are you still here? Are you among the living? Child, I don't know. I can't tell. Ooh, baby. Okay, so this last story we gonna get into, we gonna end it on a light, little humorous note. So Summer Walker, also known as Galactahore on Instagram, she posted a picture of herself in the bathtub. That's right. Yay! It's bath time for Summy. Um, Summer Walker was seen bathing in the bathtub. The water was clear. You know, so that means maybe she got up and took a shower first and then sat in some water. Either way, nothing about it looked funky. The water didn't look rancid or tainted or murky. I was proud of sis because I'm gonna say this, okay? For like her skin is really, really smooth looking, really, really clear, really even. So I'm just looking like it's got to be some type of level of cleanliness or hygiene to this girl because she has really clear, even skin. Um, but at the same time, she can give you dumpster juice vibes. I think it's that wig that she's wearing currently. Like it's definitely that wig with the like. If y'all seen that wig that she wearing, like the ends are dreaded. It just looked like when you keep a piece of synthetic hair for a long, long, long time, or like her hair is free form locking. But anyways, Summer took a bath, and I'm gonna take a bow. On that note, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for coming and chilling with me and sipping with me for another week here on ATL's Next 100. Make sure you guys tune in the same time, same place next week and every week here on ATL's Next 100 on the IBNX Radio Network. You have been Sippin MonTea. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
All day, every day.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
You know what this is? The place to find new music.
ATL's Next 100.